Alright, I guess this is a continuation from earlier today after I went to the store. As of right now, it is 10:22 p.m., March 23rd, 2020. I guess continuation from when I went to the store, from the grocery store earlier when I went to Kroger's. Yeah, not a lot of people were practicing that social distancing, at 6 feet from each other. Um, yeah, there was a lot of people. Noticed a lot of people wearing gloves, like the medical gloves. A lot of people wearing masks, like the surgical masks. I did see this one gentleman wear a looked like a essentially a painter's mask. Looked like almost like a huge old gas mask. Something I saw like when I was in the military or something. Um, so yeah, that's what I noticed. Even when I went to Walgreens too. Walgreens is just like really right down the road from the university. A lot of people wearing gloves too. A lot of some people wearing the masks. Um, so even the workers, even that's one thing that I noticed too. A lot of employees and in Kroger's were wearing gloves for sanitation reasons to stop from them getting sick. But I guess what people don't realize, I used to work well. I used to work for the state of Texas for 6 years at a psychiatric nursing hospital, and one of the things like once we use gloves, for one room you change it out, you throw them away. These people are just they're continuously using the same old gloves. If you do uh, go in a contact area, or you do come in contact with whatever, you're not going to get it, but your glove is going to get in if you touch a surface area that's been sanitized or cleaned. Excuse me, you're going to actually spread the germ, spread the disease like that. So I guess warning for the future: change your gloves, change your medical gloves every time. Even if you touch something, clean something, you take them off, throw them away. It's really a common thing. I guess common if you work in the medical field, but I guess not very common for the everyday person. So I guess something that I always remember when I used to work at the psychiatric hospital, when I used to when I was in the military, when we would do our medical exercises. So yeah, but yeah, that's what I noticed a lot. A lot of people wearing masks. A lot of people wearing the gloves. As far as campus, I did walk a little bit on campus to get my mail. Not very many people were on campus. Um, Maybe ran into one other student, but I have noticed, that there are a lot of cars, a lot of cars still here. So, there are a lot of students in the dorms that that are completing their courses. Hopefully they're not going stir crazy in the dorms in Gwynn and Stark. I did notice roughly about maybe 40 cars here in the Lowry Woods area. Mostly probably some families, mixture of families and other students. Um, Hopefully they too, they're not going stir crazy within these, small apartments. Hopefully they're going outside, getting some fresh air. That was one thing that I did notice too. A lot of people outside, of course, not like all at once, but people here and there, getting some fresh air. Remember, hey, don't be, yes, quarantine yourself. Make sure that you're safe. Make sure that that you're social distancing yourself from everybody. But every now and then, make sure you go outside and to get some fresh air. So that was one thing that I noticed with a lot of people today as well. Um, so yeah, well, I guess Parliament Village. My kids and I, we did go to Parliament Village yesterday. Didn't really record it, but there are some people there still. Um, I could probably maybe count 15 cars there. But it doesn't mean that there's only 15 students living within that. Within those complexes. There's probably more students that are there, that are unaccounted. So that's kind of one thing I wanted to see if I can find out, how many students are really accounted for within the Lowry Woods, Gwynn and Stark, and Parliament Village to see what the what the population is, what we're still here, um, um, like I said in my first video, there were a lot of students moving out, so who knows, maybe my 50-50, who knows. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I guess people are afraid of cough, so when I was at my cashier, the cashier that I went to, she started coughing and she's like, "Oh, I swear to God, I'm not sick." I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, just make sure you wash your hands, lady." So, yeah. Um, Other than that, that's pretty much it. What I observed today. I kind of want to start also too, asking if I do run into students here on campus, ask them what it's like for them to, be in self quarantine, you know, how they're keeping themselves busy, not being all cooped up in their dorm. Um, so yeah, I know. I just had a thought in my head, but yeah, that's one of the things I want to start doing. Try getting some more perspectives. Maybe even call my parents. My parents living up in Ohio, see what they're up to. See, record them and put them in this video log. So that we get a better perspective of what life is like. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Yeah, for really uneventful, As far as myself, my wife and I, we were tired. Like, I guess we were kind of drained from last week, planning for our kids' school schedule. So we pretty much it was just chillax day. We have the kids a 3-day weekend. So tomorrow we hit the books. Everybody's hitting the books tomorrow. So yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'll see if I can attach the video that I took from Kroger's earlier today to this video. So that way it's not like once separate videos or whatnot. So other than that, that's pretty much it. So till tomorrow, see what the morning brings. I know tomorrow I'll be going to Walmart. We ordered our groceries online, so let's see what Walmart looks like. Oh, I do remember. They have been they started implementing curfews now, so to hopefully thwart people not stop people from coming out and being out there and spreading whatever germs good and bad. I know I haven't heard I think they started here and they started some here in Dallas in the Denton area, but I know I've been reading some on the South Texas area, the Harlingen and Brownsville area. That they started implementing that and started finding people and worst case scenario putting people in jail because of not obeying or not being compliant with the curfew. So yeah, that's one thing that's been changing, developing over time. So yeah, so now we're on a curfew. People don't want to listen. They don't want to obey social distance. That's all you gotta do is just sit. Stand 6 feet fucking apart. Stay 6 feet apart. That's all you guys gotta fucking do. And wash your hands. That's all you gotta do. Wash your fucking hands. And that is it. So unless you do have the disease or the virus, I should say, make sure you do seek medical attention as quick as possible. But yeah, so curfews have developed. Other than that, that's pretty much it, I guess. Well, I guess on that, my wife and I, we kind of talked about it, that oh, okay, good and bad, curfews, still help stop, the virus, which is good. Finding people, yeah, okay, hopefully, teach people to not go outside, but kind of putting people in jail for it, it's a little too militaristic, a little too martial law for me. So I can smell that from a mile away, especially with my military background and stuff. So it's a little scary a little bit. So if that does come to happen, but we shall see. You know, continue reading the news. Actually, I've been avoiding the news. I read stuff here and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna read this. So yeah, but that's pretty much it for today. You know, hopefully, you know, like I said, I'll continue this video log for tomorrow and stuff. You know, see what tomorrow brings. I'll hopefully show what Walmart looks like. You know, I guess Walmart's been limiting people, how many people go in the store, so we'll see what that's like. So, anyways, till tomorrow.